Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey.
Break. Careful.
All right. Okay. Get all situated. Had to get out of my jacket. Oh, God. Damn, I had that hair bow on my arm too long. Couple people in there. Y'all just ain't saying anything. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just growing my stream right now. I'm just starting the stream. How the fuck did that even get through? Oh, that was a truck. Dude, I'm 31, bro. What do you mean I'm still in Vietnam? What the fuck? Not much. I just started streaming like 6 minutes ago. So I'm not sure where the chat's going to go right now. Level 100 blacksmith. Oh my god. No, I'm 31, bro. I'm not 47. What is with y'all getting me confused with so many other people, bro? It's just me, Matthew Neville Golding. Like, if it wasn't for this YouTube, I wouldn't exist on the internet. Like, you would not know who the fuck I am. I am literally like Ghost, bro. I don't exist. If it wasn't for this. Why does everyone keep getting me confused with somebody else? Like, bro, I don't have any friends, I don't have any associates, and I don't have any fucking family. I mean, I do, but I do not exist in it. Like, dude, come on now. Like, it's getting ridiculous, bro. Stop confusing me for other people. I do all this shit myself. All this content you see me make, I do it myself. There's no help. It's just me. Just me, God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. No one else. Back in a ponytail right now. I don't use beard oil. What, are you calling a cigarette a dart? I thought a dart was like a vape. Hey, from America, dude. Of course I'm artistic. That's why I've been able to pop off like I have on YouTube. Right now, I'm just being throttled by YouTube. Right now, I should have like 1,000 people at the stream, but YouTube's pulling some bullshit, fucking with my stream. Because now they're gonna be like, I'm still screenshotting after I end the stream, but it's drastically dropped down from where it was at. Like, I've lost about 10,000% of normally my views I normally get. And they're gonna be like, see, you only get 1,000 now. It's like, bro, for literally 3 weeks of pictures, dog, like, it's been over 20,000. It's just now magically dropped to nothing since, like, I've been bringing up my monetization issue. No, I ain't smoking a Camel. What about India? They just keep saying coming from India. Oh, 10,000%, yeah, sure. Might be a little much, but 1,000% ain't off. Actually, no, it might be right on. I'm only managing about like 1K viewers now, and I was like managing easily 20K to 60K. Like, bro, yeah, it's a big drop. No, I'm not married. I'm single. Hey, Owen. I've been in a relationship my entire life. I don't know. I'm honest to God about to just eat the bullet and go to TikTok, bro, and just and shit all over America. Be like, look, see, I didn't need your market. Just all over them. Got the Kanye West this bitch. Instead, but I ain't gonna make fun of the Jews. Like, bro. Very close getting TikTok. Yes, unemployed. I know, right? Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Oui, oui. Comme ci, comme ça. Bonjour. Comme ci, comme ça. Oui, oui. Muy bien. No, I ain't making fun of the Jews. Well, you gotta be more specific there, Proger. The fuck are you babbling on about? And yeah, a lot of my political content is random as fuck because y'all, like, don't have a fucking brain. And I'm having to fucking clean up your mess. Like I said, I couldn't retire, not even for a week, let alone 6 months. So I'm here now, like, fuck you. Give me a goddamn contract so I can get my check from the government now. Fucking motherfuckers. Stop trying to be me, get the fuck off my dick. Stop being a troll, it's time to grow up. Like, I'm here to, like, clean out the trash. Like, it is... Your fucking borrowed time has ran out. Specific about what? Like, you're saying I'm being random, Proger. No, I'm not unemployed, anti. And you say I am being sporadic with my content. So I'm asking you to give me... I'm just you to ask, like, it's your question. It's like almost 2 o'clock. It's 1:51. And I make all types of content, Proger. Like this stream right here is more of an A through Z discussion, meaning we can talk about nature. Nature turns to politics. Politics turns to religion. Religion turns to movies. Movie turns to games. Conspiracy theories, you know, paranormal, supernatural. Like, it just depends. Because I also have video game streams. I try to have like a level of consistency, but I try to be an amoeba of content. But unfortunately, I'm homeless and I only have so many options for content creating right now. So I'm working out a way to still make it entertaining and to still like get people to subscribe and like follow me and everything and support me on YouTube. But like I said, for some reason, like YouTube's like shadow banning me now. So I'm probably going to have to look for other forms of social media. So right now I'm in my chill spot. They're not going to suspend it, Jacob. They don't have to suspend it. At the end of the day, bro, if a fucking immigrant commits a felony, irregardless of what felony, even if it's a crime, nonetheless, they are susceptible to deportation. Trust me, I know. My dad was an immigrant. He also served in the military. Like, I know. And it don't matter if he committed some basic ass crime like getting in a car wreck or like a ticket, you can get deported. They don't play with that shit. You don't have to eliminate habeas corpus and like invoke wartime laws and all this other shit. I'm not a Trump supporter, Nate. That's the ironic thing. I'm 31. But I see him actually crawling towards me, and for the sake of everybody, I'll tolerate it. No, I'm politically independent, bro. Are you really going to throw away your career, like, possible career, just because you have to endure someone you don't like for 4 to 8 years? And at the end of the day, while you try to screw that person over for the next 4 to 8 years, you got to realize, like, the only people that are really getting hurt are we the people, while they, like, fucking have a tit for tat, like, fucking flexing competition on each other over there, wasting all this time. It means I'm not Republican or Democrat. It means I both have values that are conservative and technically what they would say conservative or liberal. I'm in the middle. I'm not over here, fuck you because you're a Democrat or fuck you because you're a Republican. I'm over here, you both got good ideas, let's come here and meet in the gray area here. Like, yeah, that's a little bit overspending. And then, like, yeah, that's a good benefit for, like, to help people. Like, let's meet in the middle somewhere and keep this bitch rolling forward. Rather than fuck you, you're blue, and fuck you, you're red. What do you want advice on, Kenny? And just because you call on him does not mean he's going to answer. God, like, trust me, God's going to love for you to come through that doorway with him. But, like, at the same time, how committed are you? Well, technically, RFK was going to be independent. The last independent president we've ever had in America was George Washington. I want you to really sit down and think about that. What do you mean, Jacob? On things he hasn't done. Wait, I'm confused. What? King Cap, you don't live for 100,000 days. I hope you know that. The human life is very short. If you were to put it in, like, minutes, like, shit, you don't even break, like, 1 billion minutes. I think you're only alive for, like, 35,000 days, I think. Actually, if you put it in days, not minutes. I think you're only, like, at 30,000 days before you, like, reach life expectancy. Don't quote me on the exact number. Like, you have to look it up and get the exact number. But it's about, like, 30,000 days. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, Nate. And then, hey, ProCraft. Welcome to the stream. Everyone else up here, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a blessed Tuesday. Feel free to comment down below. Double tap that screen and hit that like button. I'd appreciate a subscribe and a share. No pressure, but I greatly appreciate the support. Oh my God, excuse me. I'm not a fan of psychedelics. Do not care for them. Oh, I just put my phone down too, and then a troll had to come in. I'm not on drugs, dog. Y'all just ain't asking questions. You're over there, like, more or less, like, giving me compliments or insults. So, anyways, ban another troll. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, I'm in the USA. Not getting roasted, though. I'm literally watching mental health issues. Like, serious mental health issues every time I stream and these trolls come in. Like, these people are making new accounts to come in here and consistently talk shit. It's a literal mental health issue. If you want, Scott, I ain't gonna stop you. You're probably better off sending that on PayPal. And now all that information's up there in the description. And as far as I know, John, everything's fine. Bro, I probably live a better life than you do. Quit asking me dumb questions. I mean, true, Baba Yaga. Or Yaga. But, like, I don't know. Right now, I feel like I'm dealing more with, like, YouTube actual, like, administrator users on, like, proxy accounts right now. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Procraft. That's your own problem. That's not my problem. I appreciate that, Laura. Thanks for tuning in. I do, Baba. No, I know, Nate. I know. But some people know they'll, like, purposely make other accounts. Like, they'll come in and be like, hey, I'm that guy you banned, or hey, why'd you ban this account, or hey, like, you know, like, trust me, I know you're new here, Nate, but, like, it's a real thing. I guess. I mean, I appreciate the subscribe and everything. Like I said, I'm probably about to bite the bullet and have to go to TikTok here. I'll get better editing options and have you know, be able to reach a wider audience and just a bunch of other stuff, so. And I feel like, I mean, I'm not sitting here expecting to get, like, millions of views for fucking streaming some old PlayStation or PSP game, like, but at the end of the day, I'd still get more views on that content as well. So, I'm really probably about to bite the bullet and get me some TikTok and become a content creator on there and just I guess, shift platforms, because YouTube's, I don't know what YouTube's doing. Well, I'm on a phone right now. I'm homeless, man. I don't have like a laptop and a computer and all this other shit. So my content creating abilities and capturing abilities is low at the moment, and editing abilities. I'm well aware of this lore. This is true. Well, Christian, I have no other choice. Like, there's not too many other streaming platforms. I'm definitely not going to Twitch, which is like a big partner with YouTube. It's typically where Twitch streamers go, is YouTube first. Well, Nate, like at the end of the day, like I've almost got 9K subscribers. I have a 300% return viewer rate, meaning people that aren't even subscribed to me are returning. I have over 5,000 public view hours, and I've done all this within the last 4 months. Like April, I grew 1,700 subscribers. March, I grew 1,700. April, I grew like 5,000. And before that, I had about 3K. So if I stay on that current growth rate percentage at some point in May, if I grow that percentage I grew, the difference between March and April, like we're talking about almost 50,000 subscribers. Because, you know, you're talking about almost like a 500% increase from 1,700 subscribers to 5K, you know. So if I have another like 500% increase, you know, that's like 2,500 subscribers. Or really like almost 50,000, because I'm at 9,000, excuse me. No. Like I've brought it up. I've asked YouTube. I've went to the help. I've asked them twice. I've been posting on social media on my progress, everything. Nothing from YouTube. So it's stopping me from getting donations on YouTube, unless they like donate to the Cash App or PayPal. It's stopping me from having super chats, merch, and then like private content to where you'd pay to where, like, you know, you could see behind the scenes, uncensored, or like in this case for my situation, it'd be get access to my P.O. box if you wanted to mail me something. And vice versa, me mailing you something through the merch, because I've made jokes about it. Like I can just sit here and be like, you know, it's sticky for like, buy sticky for $1 and you get a fucking stick. Or like, here's a walking stick, you know, $5 type thing. But yeah. And the worst part is YouTube's losing out on money. I mean, like, some people donate money to me, and like if I'm assuming I get donations, having a donate button through YouTube, like YouTube's gonna take a percentage of that. So like at the end of the day, I don't know, like they're like tweaking, bro. So it's their own problem. That's why I've like considered on biting a bullet and moving on to another social media app. Although I've been adamantly against TikTok. Like there's no other social media out that exists to compete with it. Like YouTube's over here just like sleeping on the job. Yeah, Nate, I'm gonna have to look at other options here, because like YouTube's being a pain in the ass. Like I'm still gonna stream on YouTube, but like I'm not holding my breath or expecting much out of them. They've kind of exposed their true colors to me and any other future content creator and current content creators, and if they're smart, they're gonna move on, because technically YouTube's hurting them. No matter how big they are or small they are, YouTube's current practices and policies are like destroying content creators. Well, I got a part-time job there, Eric, and then I get to do my stream. No gambling. No gambling. Not urban camp, or like primitive living. Primitive living, or primitive camping, where it's pretty much just trash I find and like sticks. And by trash, I mean like tarps, not legitimate trash. Well, that's the thing. I can't have if somebody sponsored me, but I smoke cigarettes and everyone's on the anti-tobacco train. But at the end of the day, if I stream, I don't have to smoke a cigarette on the stream. I can just smoke cigarettes later. They're already banned, Nate. They can't even look at the description of the video, look around. Like, they come in and ask the same question over and over again. Like, legitimately, if I got $1 for the amount of questions I've been asked over and over again, like, bro, I'd be a millionaire. Like, quite literally. I've literally been asked the same question 1,000,000 times within the last 4 months. Like, it's ridiculous. Damn. The fucking rain knocked all this fucking fungi down. Wouldn't call it an epidemic, Nate. I can give you I can tell you the problem. It pissed rain all day yesterday. Well, not all the time. I'm in North Carolina, and I like the winter. I prefer the cold. Not a whole lot, just growing my stream right now. Thanks for tuning in. Typically once. 2 hours from the beach and 2 hours from the mountains, Braden. Or Brandon, excuse me. No, Nate, it'll be fine. I ain't trying to get into details about much. It'll be fine. Unless somebody wants to go flip the board that's trying to put in place, everything should be fine. It seems all the players want to keep playing the game and continue it. We just got one that we'll definitely know by Friday whether or not they're gonna take the board and just so. But other than that, everything else is kind of looking good, and I don't want to put my foot in the mouth yet. It's got to last. But right now, currently, it's starting to look a little bit more manageable than pure chaos. Ugh. Pretty knowledgeable, Spin. Well, not all their policies were chaos. And there were a lot of other issues going on, like with malfeasance throughout the government anyways, because at the end of the day, we didn't have open borders. Only 30,000 immigrants were allowed to come through that were legal. This whole allowing everyone else to come in and then like putting them on buses and shipping them across the country, that was other people's problem. That was Republicans' fault. Because at the end of the day, since 1996, ICE has had the ability to immediately deport any illegal immigrant, irregardless of meeting refugee requirements and claiming asylum, can be immediately rejected if they're caught within 100 miles of the U.S. border or within 14 days of entry. So meaning if they cross the border and they're caught within 2 weeks up there in like the Midwest of America, they can be immediately deported. No day in court. Fuck you. Bye. Since 1996, we've had that legislation. You don't know. But what do the Republicans do? Put them on private buses and ship them across the country to sanctuary cities, to Vice President Kamala Harris's private residence, yeah, and everywhere. Like, they exacerbated their own fucking problem just to make the Democrats look bad. At the same time. Like, let's get a little realistic. But the most lunacy one was the fucking gender pronoun Title IX and like letting men be in women's sports and then like pushing gender dysphoria on people and no. Yeah, that was insane. But the Republicans seem a little bit more manageable this time around than the first time around. First time around, it was fuck you, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Like I said, I'm not trying to put my foot in my mouth, but right now with what's being put in place, it seems like it's going to be actually manageable with Trump's presidency here. I don't know what's going to happen, though. Right now, it's looking good. But, you know, only time will tell. It's not that we need help. We just got to regulate ourselves correctly. Like, I hate to quote people, but like literally, it's been like a big fucking party, and like there's a mess everywhere that you got to clean and fix up. Yeah, but it's more like an Iron Man court scene. Like, I'm here, drop it. I like, look, I'm here, just drop it. Although I'm not a veteran. It's like, yes, I'm here, look, drop it. Gotta keep this place running. I live here too. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Fire animal arm. Dude, I've got many stories to tell, but not all of them are legal. Not all of them are legal. And some of them I'm just going to keep to myself. Like, well, admitting it on a stream is selling yourself out. Well, you want to hear about the one, like, you know, like as much shit as I was talking about the Democrats there and the chaos they were promoting on kids and the gender dysphoria. Well, you want to know something? Back in my day, we didn't have a choice. They did that shit to you whether you liked it or not. Trust me. I had a friend when I was a kid, and when I say kid, I mean like 6 years old friend. Oh yeah, they look female too, by the way. Very attractive, everything. But, you know, we were kids, and their mom and my mom decided to put us in the bathtub together, and my friend, that wasn't a girl. There's one. You didn't have a choice back in our day. That's story number one. Okay, first of all, you're going to Italy, you're getting booted. Second, like, I don't know how that 11-year-old's on this stream. It's not made for kids. Like, whose child's that, and they don't have parental restrictions on their phone? I don't have a home. I'm homeless. I mean, that's just like a base, quick, simple story. Like, it wasn't a chick. That's just one. Never mind, like, never mind the fact that I had 2 older brothers. We'd go dick around in the woods and shit. Like, you know, go exploring the woods because we kind of lived out in the country. And, you know, we'd play war and capture the flag and stuff when our cousins would come over and blah, 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 blah. But it was me and my brother, and we were out walking the woods, and I kept walking, and then, like, my brother stopped me from keep walking forward, and then, like, we're, like, crouched down, hiding in the woods, and you see this guy with a fucking 12-gauge shotgun and camo, like, patrolling his land, like some fucking meth head, like, dude, and, like, shit, we were, like, no, like, I'd have to get a little bit further from my phone, but, you know, shit, if I remember correctly, we probably weren't more than, like, 30 yards from the guy. We were close enough, I was close enough to see him distinguishably. Nate, I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. At some point during their childhood, they could have done the whole thing operation. I don't know. And I don't like talking about this story because, like, I mean, I like talking about the story because I'm not trying, how am I going to phrase this? Because, like, I'm not trying to give crazy people an avenue to be a victim. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm like trying to be open and honest about shit that's happened. But at the same time, when this story gets back to them, although I have not specifically pointed them out, it's like taking the Band-Aid and just and ripping open all those old wounds that they've probably already dealt with. It's just something I don't know. I really have not seen them in the last 25 years. So... what do you mean, spin? Hold on. I'm getting lost in questions here. What do you mean, spin a block? Between y'all, between me and who? I don't know, Baba Yaga, but that's the. I'm not trying to rip open these old wounds. And at the end of the day, it's almost like a Taken scene. Good luck, because at the end of the day, they were a born American citizen, so. Yeah, good luck finding that type of shit people do to each other. But yeah. And I was a kid. I ain't seen porn yet, and I didn't know what a whole vagina was and shit. I was a kid at this time. But I was looking down in the bathtub, and it's like, she's got what I got. What? But that's one of them, childhood-wise. Other than that, I almost died, when I was down at my granddad's, we were picking up sticks. I was a kid as well. I was probably 7 or 8 at this time. And we had the emergency brake was or the parking brake was on the lawnmower. But it popped off, and as I was walking in front of it, when it popped off, it caught my leg and then pulled me under. And we had a trailer on the back of the lawnmower. And then the trailer hitch ripped. Hold on, I'm going to have to probably turn around so you can actually get a better view. Ripped from this ball right here on the base of your neck. That ball right there, I call it a ball. And it ripped all the way up here, to the base of my skull. And I'm over there fading out into the back seat as we go to the hospital. But they pretty much just took that it was a skin flap that flapped up. They pretty much took it, flapped it back, and put a fucking staple in there. One of those thick ass fucking staples. I don't mean something you staple paper with. I mean one of those construction staples. Hell! Yeah, I do. Thankfully. Thankfully I was a kid and I was smaller and everything, so I think it just more or less caught and just ripped a layer of skin up. Skin and tissue and shit like that. It didn't get anywhere near the nerves and the bone. Lord willing. Thankfully I was a kid. If that happened to me now as an adult, I'd be dead, son. Maybe, or in a lot of pain. I mean, those are just a few stories as a kid. Never mind, oh wait, I got another one. Never mind the one where it was me, my brother, one of my brothers, and my cousin. We went out into the woods, and it was our dog with us too. But we went out in the woods, and then my brother and my cousin pulled some bullshit, and they went back to the house because the woods we went into, we went away I'm not normally used to going, and we went that way, and they ditched my ass in the woods. If it wasn't for my dog, I wouldn't have got home. I would have got lost in the woods because it was a way I wasn't used to going at the time. But if it wasn't for my dog, I wouldn't have got home. I came back into the house, and my mom's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" I was like, I was like, my brother, and I was like, they ditched me out in the goddamn woods. I didn't cuss as a kid, but I was like, they ditched me out in the woods. If it wasn't for the dog, I wouldn't have got home. And I appreciate that, good dope. And then, hey, Quill Kid. But, you know, I'll end the childhood stories there. I could keep going throughout my life. Like, my preteen days were great, and like after my dad died, I never didn't really self-reflect. I put that through hell. Like, I truly did. When I look back on my childhood and I think about my dad and because there's things I learned about my dad that he was like a fucking iron safe. He didn't say shit. He was like, I put that dude through hell though. I'm not sure, Quail Kid. I don't exactly go spelunking. And then, hey, Reggie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to pay attention to the chat. Sorry, I'm out of my storytelling time there. But, I mean, I can keep going. No problem. Like, what do you want to know? Fix this. I'll take my undershirts off. Not too big. I do not see a giant 6-foot sword anywhere around. Yevette. Or Yvette. Or Yvette, however you want to pronounce that. No. Not really, Yidget. Quill Kid, you'd have to go to my Cash App or PayPal, and Cash App's been being weird and rejecting all the donations I've been getting, so you'd have to send it through PayPal more than anything. But it's up there in the description. I appreciate that, Robert. Musa, Israel. And I'm not trying to add oil or oil on a fire, but preferably there's peace in the region over there. Hey, Quail Kid, life ain't fair. I mean, I don't know what it is. You gotta deal with the cards you've been dealt, I guess. Improvise and adapt, unfortunately. Other than that, I mean, I guess other than that, just sit there and die. I don't know what to tell people. Like in a generality. I'm not begging, Guru, but okay. I appreciate it, Spin a Block. Yes, Robert. I have it was an A-frame shelter made out of tarps, but I've kind of stretched it out. But as long as the rain goes away, I'm remaking my shelter for summer. That's for sure. Because it's not set up for summer or hurricane season. I would have got flooded out last night if another Milton and Helene came through. And I got a weird feeling although a Category 6 hurricane does not exist, I feel like that category is going to exist. Something bad's coming. Real bad. Yeah, Anthony, no one messes with me. And at the end of the day, like, if somebody does mess with me, I hope they understand that, like, they drive around in a box, they live in a box, and they work in a box. And I can get you at any point you walk out of one of those boxes. I've got all the time in the world. I've got nothing else better to do. If someone wants to really go down that road with me, I mean, I won't say no to cash, Dominique. I mean, I do have a part-time job, but it's not like the most financially providing thing, I guess you could say. I got you, Robert. You just go outside in the woods. You do what you want, Dominique. I'm not trying to talk myself out of money, because obviously YouTube ain't trying to monetize me. But like, you're like, at a certain point, they can't say no if I get a like and a subscribe. But, you know, that's worth its weight in gold at the end of the day when I do get monetized. But, you know, if you do feel like donating, there's a Cash App and PayPal information in the description up here. Yeah, I tend to be grateful. I don't come on here to beg or anything. I come on here to grow my stream. And trust me, when I get on my stream, it ain't, yeah, who can I get money from today? It's, who we talking to today and what we talking about? And then I end up getting off my stream and I got 5K new subscribers. Or like, I don't check it till like the next day and I realize I had 5K new subscribers and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't like put a congratulatory like post out saying thank you. Well, Anthony, I don't have any friends, bro. Well, Robert, at a certain point, can you not realize your test may be self-control? I ain't trying to be like mean, but like at a different perspective. Because you're sitting there saying every day doesn't keep the wolves away. My inner demons need to spend 40 days in the desert. Completely respect what you're doing. No, that guy, I don't like friends. No, Anthony, I don't have any friends. I really don't. Like, all right, Quill Kid, thanks for tuning in. You have a blessed rest of your day. It is, Robert. And it's possible. I'm not saying it's easy. But I don't know. Maybe you want to go sit out in the desert. I could go down like an infinite avenue of like reasons why you want to go out there for that long. So, hey, knock yourself out. Just be safe. Stay hydrated. You know, do what's good for you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to do something. Obviously, you only know what's good for you. No, I'm in the city state. I'm not homesteading. It's just more or less day 971 of me being homeless. Welcome to my journey. Hope you're having a blessed day. Speaking on that note, hope everyone here is having a blessed Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to comment down below, double tap that screen and hit that like button. I'd also appreciate a subscribe and share. No pressure, but I greatly appreciate the support. But yeah, I don't do friends because usually it's somebody trying to get something out of me or like manipulate their way into my life to really just get something out of me at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, I do not need people dragged into the bullshit I get myself into. I can get myself out of it. Usually I don't put myself in a situation I can't get myself out of. But other people don't realize that, and they just want to be a part of my life, and it's just like you get tied in with that now, like, and I'm not trying to act like I understand people or want to judge people, but at a certain point I'm going to pass judgment, and it's something you're not ready for, and it's like hard for me to explain to people because most people aren't at the intellectual capacity to understand like my circumstances, so. No, Rackus. I've been in North Carolina my whole life. Get the fuck out of here. Stop disassociating me with people. Anthony, fuck that. I already got enough trauma in my life. I don't want to be tied to anyone's bullshit. I already got enough bullshit. Like, I don't want more bullshit. Go make me feel like my cousin Vinny, bro, in the cabin. Is there any more shit you can pile on? I got a judge just aching to throw me in jail. The innocent lives of people just hanging in the balance. Like, I got you, Robert. I work in retail customer service, yes. No, I don't have any kids that I know of. So no child support, no. Well, dude, I kind of want kids, but okay. But unfortunately, if I have kids, I would have to drastically change my life decisions. I could not be as reckless with my life as I normally am. Because in the instance of what I just said about not having friends and not wanting to drag them into my bullshit, my child, unfortunately, would inherit the sins of the father, so to speak. That whole saying with the No, I'm doing the Jesus Nazareth way where you don't cut or trim your hair or beard. Customer service, retail. No, CS. I do not have a drinking or a drug problem. What in the fuck is that? I'm 2 hours from the mountains and 2 hours from the beach in North Carolina, Paul. It's doing good, Mark. It's just YouTube's pulling some bullshit these days. Yeah. That's like one thing I can win at every day in the Bible. I know there's a bunch of other teachings from Jesus that we're supposed to follow, but what's one I can win every day? Don't cut or trim this or this, like, easy. Now, eating food's become a little bit difficult because when I bite into something, half my mustache goes in my mouth. And then I'm over there, like, ripping my top lip down, like, and, like, having to pull it out, and it's got food and shit on it. It's like, ugh. Hey, from North Carolina. Well, it's not really my beard, it's my mustache. Because as you can see, all this right here is my mustache. Like, if I was to shave and keep my mustache, all that'd still be there. Damn near looking like some fucking Teddy Roosevelt a little bit. Mustache, bro, just boosh. Even though I think his is a little bit more protruding. So I make the jokes when people are like, oh, because at the end of the day, I could like put this in a ponytail, like a knot tie thing, and like shrink it all the fuck up. Because at some point, my lazy ass still hasn't got down to it yet, but I've got to figure out a chemical filtration device where I can keep my hair and beard. Like, just give me like a tight ass Under Armour fucking mask. And just. I'm blonde hair, bro. I'm not a ginger. Got blonde hair, buddy. Yeah, my hair's not enough. Now I hear my feather tarts. Yeah. I appreciate that, Raven. No, I know I have the ginger beard for sure. You can't see the white hairs, but it's also turning white. Yeah, I got a few strands of white hair in here too. And the sad part is, I'm only 31, and my hair is already turning white. I do have a Cash App, but for some reason it keeps rejecting the donations people give me through it. The only one that really seems to work with no problem now is PayPal. Yeah, I do. It's up here in the description all the way at the bottom. There's just like basic information in the description of the video of why I'm homeless. You know, it's day 971, and like my issues with getting a job because, you know, Helen Keller's giving out licenses and shit. Yeah, I know, McBuds. Well, if I shave all this off, I'll look like I'm still in high school. And I still look young for having all this shit. Well, Raven, that could be for many reasons. I'm not, you know what I mean? That could be dietary, bad habits. I don't know. You're close to God throughout your whole life. Because, like, apparently people that are not close to God maintain their youth. No. Bro, I almost want to ban you for just typing that in. Anthony. Well, I just wanted to stream on YouTube more than anything. And the Lord has blessed me with, like, popping off. Hopefully I continue to grow. So well, no, I don't know the correct address to the verse, but there is a verse in the Bible where if you're close to God, like supposedly like you get old like fast. You know, you may be 30 but you look 40 type thing. But There's other people like, like if you're not close to God, you look like you could be 50, but you look like you're 18 somehow. Obviously, you look aged a little bit, but like, you damn near don't look 50. I mean, you look 30. Yeah, Philip, I'm doing all right. Hope you're having a blessed day as well. Well, it depends where you go, but some people have to card you, scan your fucking license, so it's like in the register. I had my airbow on too long, man. That shit fucking was on the fat part of my arm, or the fatter part of my arm. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Shit sat on there all night. Sat there and grabbed my arm to death. I'm like, why does this shit hurt? And yank it off, and it's just like my skin pushing back up. Oh, no, I really don't want to lay out because this thing's all wet, but I need to stretch. No. Oh. But yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. I hope you're having a blessed Tuesday. Feel free to comment down below. Double tap that screen and hit that like button. I'd also appreciate a subscribe and share. I greatly appreciate the support, but no pressure. And oh shit, people have actually sent me something on there. My bad. Sorry, I didn't see the notification. Thanks for that, Dominique. If you're still in here. Too busy been looking at the stream the whole time. Oh my God, my stomach. Oh wow, damn. The chat's been lagging like a motherfucker. I was wondering why it was so hold on. Holy fuck. Oh no, Anthony, I used to drink and like smoke weed. I mean, I still smoke cigarettes, but all right, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Doing all right, Juju. North Carolina. No, I'm in North Carolina. I'm not in Florida. I'm born in 93, Raven. No. I'm in North Carolina. What kind of question is that, nut punch? I'm in North Carolina, 2 hours from the mountains and 2 hours from the beach. I'm not giving away all the information. I mean, I don't even really hide it that well, but if you're going to claim to be a subscriber, you're going to put in some work. Scared? I ain't scared of shit. Yeah, because I'm in the woods, Raven. Where else would I be? I'm out of sight, out of mind right now. I don't like sitting in the middle of the fucking sidewalk. I mean, no one uses it here anyways, but... I don't know how people do that, sleeping on the sidewalk, bro. I appreciate that, Robert. Thanks for the support. And thanks for tuning in. I don't know if you're heading out, but if you are, have a blessed rest of your day. Another day, another penny, Johnny. Not much countries. Bro, I would not be homeless in Florida. No, I was not the geezer who ran the length of Africa, bro. And geezer, I ain't heard geezer in a minute. No, I'm not in Florida. Bro, like, dog, who would want to be homeless in Florida? They got fucking crocodiles, gators, they got alligators, crocodiles, fucking anacondas. I want to say pythons are out there too. They've eaten all the other natural wildlife. Then they got them fucking damn snakeheads. Like, dude, no, fuck Florida. Hell no. Never mind, it's the fucking humidity as fuck. You got the damn fucking 747 size mosquitoes out there as well. Like, no, fuck that all around. I'm not saying it ain't beautiful and shit, but like, bro, living out there, oh, hell no. Dog, you'd be seeing me stream from a fucking treehouse, brother. There you go, Sherry. I missed that too. Yeah, the fucking spiders is the next thing. And the snakes. Outside of the anacondas. No. Either way, Philip, you got alligators. It's still a big-ass lizard. Trust me, that 12-foot alligator gets a hold of you, bro. You're not winning. Say goodbye to that arm or leg. Because you're getting dragged, buddy. This ain't gonna be one of them dilute, like, 100 people versus an alligator. Yeah, you'd win. You can clearly do that. Bro, they train gorillas. They have to. Bath salt's wild. I know it's gonna make you eat someone's face off. Like, who the fuck wants to be in Florida? It's like saying, let's go to the chemical spill. No, let's live in Ohio. Excuse me. And then that's not getting into the fact, depending if that water is not connected, if it is connected to the ocean, then you got to worry about sharks getting up that shit. No. Florida's worse. Ohio just has its moments. Like that song, like Ohio owns that song. I don't care if they like it or not. Down in Ohio. shocked they don't have fucking octopus hybrid humans yet in that place. Yeah, deep flicks. I've watched anime. I haven't watched Dragon Ball, the first one, but I've watched Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched all Dragon Ball Super. Got Overlord, One Punch, Berserker, oh, there's one that's on the top of my head and I can't forget it. I keep forgetting it. Yeah, I am a nerd, bro. That's just me animes, bro. Don't even get me started on video games, man. I remember the good old school days where like Grand Theft Auto's camera angle was this. The top of your head. It was this. I never got into Attack on Titan. I mean, you can count Arcane as animation. Oh wait, Samurai Jack's another one. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I used to watch the fucking, what was it, the Teenage Robot one. I watched that. Ed, Edd and Eddy. Shit. There's so many more, I just can't think of them. That's hard for me to pick one, Brad. Spirited Away was okay. Oh, that was a movie, but it's still anime. There's a couple other ones. Fucking A. Like, how many more? Like, sad part is I'll probably end up looking it up later tonight too and find it on YouTube. Or while I'm going through my algorithm, an anime. Raven, we are in the 20th century. What crack are you on? Yeah, we are. I don't care what they say, oh, 1999. No, year 2000 is the 20th century. Oh, it's a show? Okay. Okay, Raven, I was about to say, don't get me started. I said, we're not. I never got into like Gundam and all that. No, we're not. We're still in the 20th century. Jam Clay, it's up there in the description. No, they claim we're in the 21st century because they don't count year zero. Because technically zero ain't a number. So they don't count it. That's why we're technically in the 21st century when the 21st century doesn't start until year 2100. It's a century. We're only in the 20th. Still year 2000. Although it's 2025, it's not 2100 yet. Why not both, Ronald? And what kind of cat or dog? Because technically a feline is a cat and a canine is a dog. Yeah, there is. It's called Day One. I'm in North Carolina. Oh, there we go. There's the anime I'm thinking of now. Castlevania. That's another one. I actually like that one. Especially like when they actually like when those demons started attacking, bro, and that lady just gets like half her face ripped off and half her body and arm ripped off too. I was like, oh shit! Like, this wasn't a like, oh man. She just turns around and you just see her face, like all that shit ripped off. Well, I appreciate that. Cash App's weird though, Jessica. It's probably gonna get refunded to you when I try to accept it. I meant to say JM, excuse me. I'm not sure, Ronald. Kids, they use a bunch of toys. Okay, let's making sure. But watch, hold on. The stream's gonna lag, everybody. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. I'd probably choose the dog because the dog's gonna do me more benefit than the cat. But I'm gonna miss not having the cat because I like lap cats. A dog's a little too big to be a lap dog. Hey, Chopper Jeff. But yeah, Jessica, like I said, it wasn't gonna go through. It refunded back to you. I don't care, Christ alone. We're still in the 20th century. Zero is a number. It counts. Because at the end of the day, when you times zero by anything, what is it? Zero. It's zero. No matter what you times it by, what is it? Zero. Don't act like zero don't exist. You time. We're in the 20th century. No, I'm not singing. Well, it depends on the food, Ronald. They're wrong. Your zero counts. If I times you by zero, what happens to you? You're nothing. Don't fuck with zero. 0 is omnipotent. It counts. And at the end of the day, are you not older than you are technically? Because at some point in your life, you were a sperm cell in your father's testicle. And how long were you alive? You're technically older than you are. But they don't count your age until you're like, you know, you turn in, like you win the race, you become a zygote, and then, you know, you grow into a fetus and all baby and blah. They don't count those days. Hey, come back. No, we're going to duke it out on this 21st. We're in the 20th century. Hi, Irene. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Neither. Suicide is what I would choose. And they're the same thing. You might want to watch some more Nat Geo, buddy. Exactly. And you know what? Hold on, the stream's gonna lag. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. I tabbed out. You can live up to 3 months as a sperm, by the way. We're going to count. So technically, I'm 3 months older than I am. Possibly. So how the fuck does year 0 not exist? I'm from North Carolina. Sorry, for people tuning in, we're having a debate about how I'm saying we're still in the 20th century. They're claiming we're in the 21st because they don't count year 0. That's why we went into the 20th century in 1999 rather than year 2000. Because the 21st century wouldn't be until year 2100. For anyone tuning in. Bro, I don't, like, no offense, like, bro, at this time and all that time, the Mongols in China were, like, running shop throughout the Asia, bro. China was everywhere. I hope you understand that. Like, the only Asian culture that from the book I read, like what I read, that they can't find historical, like, things of, they can find where China was there, but they can't find like the original like Koreans, like origin wise, because China went through and like Xerxes that shit a little bit, and like typically where the cultural roots came from, though, they can all pinpoint China being everywhere, but the hardest point they have like tying people together is with Korea. That's the one where they can't be like, yeah, China moved here and then like kind of populated here, took this over, and, you know, had a cultural like root here. Like, no. Meaning you're going off more of a China's historical calendar than you are Japan. It's what I'm getting at, Christ alone. If you literally look at history, I don't care. I don't really even know why they were brought over here. All I saw was white Africans brought to America. I'm like, okay. Like, I guess I'm supposed to care what color they are. Oh. Now, sure, don't get me wrong, Christ alone, yeah, like, eventually, like, time does change, and, like, but, yeah. Is that a serious question? And then how are you using, and then I'm curious how you're going to use Japan. All right, no, here we go. Well, that's an assumption, Christ alone. That's like saying the world was going to end in 2012 because the Mayans stopped making a calendar into the future. You know, after they went like 10,000 years into the fucking future. Well, really not 10,000, but you get my point. Like, they can always add more years later when they get there. I think they went far enough into the calendar. You will not convince me year zero does not count. I'm going to be honest with you. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Because when you're sitting here saying, like, here, I'll reread when you said, they would be in one age number of years, then something would change and they'd enter a new age number of years. I feel like that's the dynasty, probably when the emperor was born and then until they died, or like they were succeeded of power. There's a brief explanation in the description, Kelsey. I'm not too sure on that one, though, Christ alone. That's why it might be a different number of years. No problem. No, they're going off the year of the emperor. Like when the emperor was born and when it was a kid, and then like when it took power. Because like at the end of the day, you could have became, I don't know Japan and Asian history all the way down to its core, but I guarantee you there's been like uprisings and rebellions and stuff, and people have taken over like leadership and power. And then they go off their year. They were born, I guess. I don't know. And then why you're using Japan as a point of reference when all this began in Egypt and Israel is odd. In reality, it began before then. Way before then. Yeah, but does it line up to the expansion of the Big Bang? From the actual center point of the universe? Because I know them smart-ass scientists got all those numbers of how the universe, how big it's expanding, and how much is getting eaten by voids. Like, I know they know that number. Is the Gregorian calendar accurate to that and its growth rate? Again, you're like ignoring year zero. Before Christ, after death. Because yes, Jesus Christ didn't exist when Abraham was walking the earth. He wasn't in a human form. He was up there with God. You know, when Moses was down here, Jesus wasn't here. AD is after death. BC is before Christ. And after death is after Christ's death. AD has always been after death. And BC was before Christ, because like I was saying, when God made Adam and Eve, Jesus was busy up there doing and whatever he was doing in heaven. I'd rather not get covetous and assume what he was doing. Yes. Are you just going to ignore all the time before Jesus Christ was on this earth? It's going pretty good, time traveling wizard. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm in North Carolina. People are doing some like yard maintenance, like the state is. There's like lawn working crews. He said AD, not AC. He said, like, literally, the comments up there, I don't know if y'all just tuned in. It says, we're talking about the transition between BC and AD. Because you have time before Christ, then yes, Christ came in human form, and then there was time after Christ. Because, you know, he died for our sins and all that. Nah, it's a cigarette. Well, that might be some, like, Latin thing, because, like, it's not here in America. It's after death here. No, I cannot. She lives with my brother, and she's in a worse off situation than she was when she had the aneurysm, was bedridden. North Carolina cadets. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, it was longer than 1 year, my friend. Like, whoa. 1 year? 1 BC? What? Are you gonna ignore, like, Joseph, Abraham, Adam, Eve, like, Cain, Abel, Moses? What? Bro, They were living until they were almost 200 years old. Like Jesus, Sarah was 183 when she gave birth, or 83 when she gave birth to a kid. Or 183. You too, Time Wizard, thanks for tuning in. What do you mean it was just a year? You're already off on time. What? And then you gotta remember when Jesus was born, he was born a baby. He wasn't some big grown adult that just was blah. Like in Revelations coming all blinged out on his white horse with justice and mercy on his shit. Or his armor. I want to say shit. Yes, it's after Jesus died for AD. Because you have a time on earth when Jesus was not here. He was in heaven with the Lord. Then he came down in human form. Grew up, and then eventually was crucified and died for our sins. No, Christ alone. You're making me facepalm. You're picking and choosing from the Bible. It says what it says. And you're saying Abraham, you're saying Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and all of them happen in 1 year. When these people are going to be the ages of 183. No. No. Yes, you are. I'll read the comment again. You might have worded it wrong. Word it better. Hold on. I'll reread it. This is here. I'll pin it for you too. It was this one. Yes, but you're saying that was the year before Christ was born. Oh, I didn't mean to delete it. Whoops. I just meant to unpin it. But you're saying that's year one. And these people were living to be 180 years old before Christ was born. And there was a flood. Noah's Ark, for Christ's sake. You're saying when 1 year before Christ was born, that's when you started counting. No. So what is it, negative year 3000? What do you mean it counts backwards? No, y'all just didn't do your counting right. Somebody in the Vatican better go back and do their counting more. Wrong. I don't know how you pass math class. Yes, Christ alone. This is what I'll read your exact comment. I said the year 1 BC was the year before Christ was born. So you're saying the year before Christ was born is 1 BC, and you are ignoring everything in the Bible before Christ's birth. There wouldn't be a zero. Between BC and AD, there wouldn't be a zero. It'd be a year. Because again, you skipped 300 years before you got to Christ's birth. So it'd be year 300 then. Don't quote me on that exact number, but it'd be like year 300. Christ is born on year 300. And then Christ was alive X amount of years. And then there's after death at year 350 or like 370. And then here we are in year 2025 now. I'm not saying there's going to be a zero in the middle of the years, but there was a starting point at year 0. That was before the Big Bang that led to God making Earth and all that, 7 days of creation. Why are you talking about all right, look, you already put 1,000 on there, bro. Satan gets out of the fucking prison every 1,000 years. I guess to come out and fuck around with shit. Why is he not going to go to the Bible and go fuck with that? He gets 1,000 years to do whatever the fuck he wants. I appreciate it, Kelsey. And at the end of the day, this still does not undermine the fact there was a year 0. You know, I'm usually using that example, though. Let me not get too carried away with that one. No, but we're on the wrong year. They changed it. At some point, you changed the count. No. Because there's a year 0, and then we should be on like year 4,000 then, technically. That's like accurate with like 2000 BC. Google what? That your math is wrong? It's wrong. I know it is. I wouldn't waste this much time on it. Why do you want me to Google that? And thank you, if that's accurate, Kidney. So that way I don't lag the stream. I appreciate it. Which would be supposedly 62 years after Jesus died. No, it sounds like some bullshit. What year are we technically on? Okay, so he was 62 years before Christ was even born. I get that. But at no point do you change your count to 0 out of nowhere. 0 exists, yes, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You never go back to 0. You keep going. It never stops. And nor changes. Yeah, there is. Dude. Did they even count the 7 days of creation? And then how the hell can they count time before then? Because everything stops right there at that center point of the universe. I don't care, their math's wrong, okay? They can't even get their seasons correct right now. No, it's not okay. Like, bro, there's a year zero. At the end of the day, if you times zero by itself, what do you get? Nothing. You get zero. Zero exists. If zero didn't exist, we wouldn't. You silly cookie. Who the fuck is that, SK? E, whatever your name is. SKI 2.0. Is it like some like underground rapper or something? Bro, don't. We're in the 20th century. And even if year zero doesn't exist, it's not been 2000. It's not been. You're still in the 20th century at year 2000. Like, no. No. And technically, I don't think you would really be in the 20th century until year 2001, even though technically year 2000, if you don't count zeros as a year, although it's 2000, would be the 20th century. You're still a year short. You're just like, fuck that year. We're there now. They are. And I'm in North Carolina, Vincent. You have a blessed rest of your day, Cookie. None much, Ari. We're over here debating about year zero in the 20th century. People like to claim we're in the 21st century. No. The technology you'll have in the year 2100 is going to, like, what we have today is going to look like dinosaurs. If we make it to the year 2100, mind you. But hey, that's pretty much what the conversation is about a little bit. North Carolina, Cookie. Okay, that's a pretty vague statement to come in with there. I'm doing all right, Ari. I don't know why I'm lagging. Cookie, I don't know why. And I got you, Apollo. I'll play some more Final Fantasy tonight. I just got to make sure I don't miss anything. Because I'm definitely trying to get the invisible cloak. I mean, I could catch a lot of the items from the ninjas, but I don't want to sit there and have to do that. Because I'm trying to get to Echelon 2 and the Javelin 2, and then get the ribbon. I'm definitely getting cloud, but I gotta get this materia blade. Then I also gotta be careful of that one map, because if anything picks that item, that I move to find item up on the something heights level, I'm fucked, because I want that invisibility cloak. I don't even know what the fuck it does. I think I forgot about it the last time I was going for it. Like, it's been a minute since I played, and like when I play Final Fantasy Tactics, I'm used to the original one. I never had War of the Lines. I never had a PSP. For the most part, Ari, trolls. That's why I have it off when I game. Yeah, Jimmy, I believe in extraterrestrials. And then, like, technically, and if you're a tourist, you're an alien. That's why I'm clarifying extraterrestrials. I'm sure that's what you meant. But technically, if you're a tourist, you're an alien in that country because you're not from there or the culture. And you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. I don't know where that's at, Rifki. Well, sometimes, Ari, when I did have mods on, I mean, like, one, they don't have, like, the time to sit around and stream all the time to moderate it, and then sometimes, like, even when they were there and they had the moderator ability, they'd kind of let shit slip. So yeah, I more or less have to do it myself. That's why I try to ban all the words that the basic YouTube chat filter doesn't filter out. I try to ban all those words. I got you. Yeah, I'm 31. Or otherwise, I would have the chat on. Nah, I'm 31. Because I don't want to sit there and stream the video game for like 2 hours and then somebody comes in and says something they ain't supposed to, and then I pretty much can't have it unprivatized. I'd have all this unprivatized, all these live streams, but YouTube, no matter how much I or any other content creator want them to bring back the live chat replay, they refuse to. So I would, again, need another phone to record this phone, and then take the recording off this phone and upload it on that phone, so y'all can see the live chat, so I can leave the video on private. And me sitting here saying it's day 971 of homelessness, I'm sitting over here with another phone recording my phone. Like, bro, a lot of people are going to be like, dog, like, get a house. So no. Things have gotten a little bit better, but like, if I can barely take care of myself, how am I going to take care of an animal out here? And at the end of the day, all that money that goes on the animal could have went on me and getting me into a situation where I could really have an animal. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an animal and it's got feral instincts. It'll eat, but hey, OTC, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. You updated that number. I could have sworn it was only 4 last time you were in here, OTC. This will be day 5. Nothing. Well, no, I take that back. It'd be like a bird. Big bird. All right. I was about to say, I could have sworn it was like the fourth time, like the other day. I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, but usually you always say you tuned in. Yeah, Nathan, it's a vape. That's odd, OTC. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for the support. I really do. Appreciate it. And hopefully Christ alone didn't leave. I didn't mean to chase him off. Like, we can change the subject. Like, I'm still going to be on that standpoint. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a dog and you're able to use the internet there, Cookie, we're gonna have to call some cryptozoologists because they're gonna love to see you. You're gonna blow their minds. Bro, they're boots. I can't squeak these. Like, what do you mean squeak my shoes? Sounds terrible. Jay Bunny, I don't like him, no. I don't even know who that is, Jordan. I'm just banning you for that. Oh, Ari, it was the person we were talking about, like the 20th and 21st century. We were debating that type thing. Okay, we're growing. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, you're talking about the prayer post, Ari? I'd get into details, but no, I mean, I've said enough. Oh yeah, I say it every time I pray that way, Ari. Too, like, I'm being dead ass serious. I'm gonna toss you to the big boss, bro. Just Lord, I'm gonna do something I regret because you gotta handle it. Yeah, Ari, it's a complicated situation for sure. And I don't want to sit here and get into it and give people an avenue of victimization they like to go down, and woe is me, and oh God in heaven, it's annoying. Yeah. Because the crazies will really start coming out of the woodwork then. Yeah, because they ain't tuned in, but I had one person like suggest somebody to me, and like I looked it up because I was like eating lunch at the time, so I had time to look it up. But I was also in the middle of like doing what I normally do with the political post. But this dude was over there like sitting there like threatening to kill everybody, kill himself, end it all. He didn't see a future for himself. Like, fuck you, I'm taking everyone with me and everything. Like, and that was like a 2-year-old video. And before I saw that, like, before I saw that, I saw his other content, and it was just like political stuff. But like, it seemed like that was like a 2-hour-long video where that guy was over there like doing that. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you might tune in and I'll be Mr. Poopy Pants over here kicking rocks type shit. But I get over it. Like, I don't care. I'm just pissing and moaning, and I get the fuck over it. As you can see with my political post. Trust me, if I was done, I could walk the fuck away, and I'd get what I want. Like, everything I said that happened from January 20th to 2025 has happened, but I've kind of like lifted my fingers up and came out of retirement, so, and I'm not trying to put my foot in my mouth, but things are looking a little bit more manageable these days rather than utter fucking pure nightmarish chaos. So everything's starting to look a little bit more manageable before it all just flips to shit. And then, hey, from America. But I don't know, because like they were like, oh, this guy's a targeted individual, and it's like, yeah, well, if you consistently post content like that, yeah, they're probably going to make sure you ain't going on a mass shooting spree, my friend. No, you're over, like, it's not like me over here commenting on like a news station YouTube channel and it being censored. Like, you know, if it's on someone's YouTube channel and I've over spammed it and they kind of just like delete it, like, I completely get it. That makes more sense. I can go back and edit those censorship comments and be like, don't matter. Now, if it's like the first time commenting on there and like it's your YouTube channel, like, it's a little different. Yeah, they can delete it if they want, but it's not really like, it's a timestamp. I don't think most people can go out of the way to delete it. Now, if it's spammed, yeah, sure. But when it's on a news station and like it's a legitimate post, like opinion, and it just, that's when it's like, because at the end of the day, you have full control over your channel and how you moderate it. Like I'm not here to dictate that, because I've realized that with some people's comments, like I'll just ban them and it takes their comment away and everything. So they might be like, oh, I'm being censored, but it's like, no, it was just me blocking you. Or like, you know, deleting your comment because I reported it and YouTube took it down. So, but like I said, when it's on a legitimate like news site, it's a little bit different. It gets iffy. And then I don't like talking about it because it opens a doorway to like crazy, I guess you could say. Because I'm not trying to insult everyone either in their intelligence, because some people, like when you discuss something like this, they have got to be at the intellectual capacity to understand it. If not, it's not like you're wasting your time and you're going to beat your head on a brick wall. And at the end of the day, you open an avenue of crazy for people. You know, they'll be like, oh, I'm a targeted individual, and you really watch them and everything they do all day, and they literally do nothing, like all day. Like they literally sit there and like do nothing that contributes to anything in the world or anything that's going on. Like they're over there getting mad because their order is wrong at like a restaurant or something. And like having a DEFCON 1 like crash out over it. I used to own a car too. I don't anymore. This is my car. I'm in park right now. Yeah, I got involved. I got committed to the mental hospital, like, because I was tripping about that cyberstalker situation. Like, my parents called them on me more than anything, because they just got tired of hearing me bitch about it. Like, you know, they didn't give a fuck. I went to my parents about it first quietly and, like, tried to get something done about it, and, like, they really didn't care. And which, like, kind of pissed me off, because, like, you know, at the end of the day, imagine you doing something, and, like, it's not like you're on the internet either, and, like, posting shit for people to read and see. I mean, like, this is, like, your private life. And then, like, people are, like, taking excerpts from it and then monetizing it and making millions of dollars off your life, and you know they're doing it. Yeah. Couldn't diagnose me with anything. They diagnosed me with the umbrella term of psychosis. That's it. They couldn't label it. Yeah. But, like, I've been through so many years, because, like, bro, I'd be, like, crashing out, like, angry. Like, me and my dad argued, like, when this became, like, I argued with him until he pretty much went into his brain. Like, the last 6 months of him alive was probably the most peaceful we've been. But we'd still kind of get close to it, but I stopped. Because, like, you know, he had stage 4 lung cancer and he's pretty much done. I was, like, not trying to quicken that at all. But, like, we got knockout, drag out arguments, like, consistently. Oh, it's all tucked back in a ponytail right now, Sarah. Ari, I don't know. It's probably been happening since birth. You came in here late, but I was telling people childhood stories. Like, it's probably been happening since birth. It's a good start point there. I just didn't become aware of it until later on in life. No, I don't like pickles. Yeah. I know, Ari. I know. And at the end of the day, I went to somebody in my family, though, but they kind of said, like, there's nothing you can do at a certain point. So, especially when I explained the situation to him fully, like, he gave me outlined a couple things, but, like, he was like, specifically, if it's this one, there's really not much you can do. Like, you got to accept it's, like, you know, he coined it Big Brother, you know, there's not much you can do. You know, like, welcome to the machine. And, like, he's a person I revered and, like, would go to and, like, really like to pick his brain on stuff. I appreciate it, Ari. But, hey, never give up. There's always something you can do. I don't know what it is, but Lord willing, you'll figure it out. That's all I know. Because it's slowly but surely working here. Slowly but surely working here. we're having to change up the pace right now because, yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in the international community, so I'm having to change how I usually act. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Oh, I'm doing what I can. Doing what I can with what I got. Okay, but I'm in the stream here pretty soon because my battery life's getting real low. Yeah, I tabbed out, tabbed back in to make sure the chat wasn't frozen. I have to do that sometimes already to get the chat unblocked or like unfrozen, because like where it says your message lag there, sometimes the stream can freeze right there, and unless I tab out, it won't load in like the 50 new messages that have been like asked or sent. Okay, well, they came in acting weird. That's another issue I've been having to deal with while streaming. This is why I don't want to have friends either, because at the end of the day, it'll be people like that. Tom, that person usually came in, been a really chill person. They never donated me a thing anyways, but they came in and been a really chill person, really like had conversations with the chat in my streams. No problem. They, like, really has been like a regular like return viewer for months now. And then just turn complete asshole. There'll be some people like that donate money and turn into a complete asshole. Just to be like, ooh, I donated you some money, like, you know, now you owe me and fuck you. I've got like power over your YouTube channel now or some shit. Like the weird, most manipulative, like narcissistic, like shit I've ever seen in my life. Yes. It usually happens though with people that normally come in and are subscriber, they're chill for months, and then they just come in and it's just like, fuck you. Especially like when I grow like as much as I've been growing on my YouTube. That's why I like my YouTube and the views and everything's really low. Because Ari, you were here when I had that growth spurt since the beginning, like where it'd be like 10,000 to like you know, a few, like 500 people up in the views, but I'd end up having like 10,000, 60,000 views at the end of the stream. And then other people, of course, would be popping in and it'd be like 300, 500 views. So, I don't know. I know. And that's how my streams went, and now look where they're at. Ever since I got that hotel room, they've been acting real weird. I'm not boring, buddy. Yeah, I had money to get a hotel. I'm gonna get one. I need a shower, wash my clothes, everything. Like, plus, I need a place to sleep. I don't care sleeping out in the woods. I like sleeping out in the woods, but hey, nice comfy bed don't hurt. The lack of bedside company sucks, but hey, it works. I have no clue what you're talking about, Moth. Anyways. But yeah, like I was saying though, I'm gonna have to end the stream here. My battery life's getting low anyways. I mean, it's at like 10%. I could stream for probably like 5 more minutes, but 10 more minutes at most. But I'm just gonna, what time is it? My phone should charge enough to where I could actually pull out one more of these like live interactive streams. But if not, I guess I'll just do the game stream. But thank y'all for tuning in though. I hope you're having a blessed Tuesday. You know, I'll check in with y'all through YouTube comments, responding to them and all that, and whether I doom scroll through YouTube. But I'm definitely going to do a game stream tonight. I can squeeze in one more like interactive stream like this, I'll do it, but I'll have to charge my phone before I do my game stream again. So it'll be a little bit delay there, but we'll get these streams knocked out for the day. Because I won't be able to stream tomorrow until like shit, late afternoon. I got to work tomorrow and pretty much the rest of the week. Because Thursday, I'm definitely not going to be able to stream till like 7 o'clock. So I'm working from 7 in the morning until 6 at night. So, but then next week I work. I don't only work for 2 days again. So, but no, I'm going to get the streams in. I don't care. I can get a little sleep and still be fine for work. I'm used to sleeping on like 3-4 hours. So, I mean, I know. But again, though, for repetition's sake, y'all have a blessed rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. And like I said, if I can squeeze in another one of these streams, I'm going to, and I'm definitely getting in the game stream tonight. So, yeah. Y'all stay blessed, and thanks for tuning in.